And don't believe what you see. Don't believe what you see. This message isn't for everyone, so I pray that it locates who it is intended for. I pray that it gives you clarity and it helps you with instructions on how to move forward, okay? So again, this message is not for everyone. Make sure that you test the spirit. Make sure that you seek the Lord's face, as I can only serve as a confirmation what God would have already been speaking to you, what he would have already been showing you, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this. Don't believe nothing that you see in this time. For this message is for someone who is literally, God has spoken a thing to you. He's told you something, and you are trying to have faith in what he's spoken to you. But you're not seeing it in the natural. It's not showing itself. And in fact, it's showing the total opposite of what you're actually expecting God to do. For whoever this message is for, you will be experiencing, or you would have, or you're getting ready to experience what you may consider to be warfare, but I just get a strong unction and God is trying to strengthen you and to also stretch you. Okay, he's using this time and the situation and circumstances that you will be going through, or either you already are going through, for who this message is for, okay? He's using this as a way for you to stretch your faith. God is needing you to stretch your faith. So when God says that, you know, when you're in covenant with God, thank you, Holy Spirit. When you are in covenant with God, right? That's an agreement between you and God. You and God. That's something that he has his part to do and you have your part to do. And so regardless of whatever comes your way, whatever storm you start to go through, whatever trials and tribulations that you start to experience, or what you may consider as warfare, God needs you to stand your ground. This is not a time for you to switch up. This is not a time for you to move out of position. God needs you to stand his ground, because what he told you is what he told you. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Always remember, the devil will come to kill, steal, and destroy. And so if he can steal your hope, your expectation, your belief in what God has spoken to you, if he can move you into coming to agreement with him, you give up. It's like you forfeit what God has already promised you, because you come out of alignment with that. So again, this message is for someone who is either experiencing or getting ready to experience what's going to feel like it's going to feel real rocky. It's not going to look nothing like what God promised. It's not going to look nothing like what God promised. And it's going to look very confusing to you, because if you are not connected and walking beside God, you will literally be swayed because of you living in the natural with your flesh, when God is needing you to walk in your spirit and close to him. Okay? And so, again, God needs you to stretch your faith. That's what he's asking for you to do. He gave me a dream November the 16th, this time last year. He brought it back to mind and brought it back to my attention. I'm not going to go into the dream with you. I'm not going to break down the interpretation of the dream. I'm just going to give you the synopsis of basically God is just literally telling you, stretch your faith. He has already given you everything that you need right now to be able to pass this test. Remember, the devil comes to tempt you, but God comes to test you. And so this situation that you are getting ready to go through, or that you are currently going through, excuse me, it's starting. You're going to have to stretch your faith. You're going to have to stand on what God has told you. Okay. And so he gave me Hebrews 11:1, of course, and we're talking about faith. Faith is the substance or confidence in what we hope for an assurance of what we do not see. So basically all it's saying is basically you got to have hope in what God has told you, but you're not going to be able to, you can't see it, feel it, touch it. You can't see it, feel it, touch it, but you got hope that what God said is real. You got hope that what God said is already done. You got what I'm saying? So God is saying for you to have hope and knowing that God is going to do what he's going to do, but also that faith needs to be like, what do you say, small as a mustard seed? Small as a mustard seed, but what you have in you, I feel strongly for whoever this is for. God has already been pruning you. God has already been showing you. God has already been teaching you. You already know. It's like you know that you know that you know. But it's like, you know, you're not always as steady as you would want to be when it comes to your belief. That's why God is really trying to stretch you. I feel like I see a rubber band. You take a rubber band and it stretches. It stretches. right? And I feel like that's what God is doing. He's taking you from your normal state of whatever the shape of rubber band would be. And I just feel like I see him pulling it, pulling it, pulling it. And so whatever you are expecting for God to do for you, whatever you are expecting for God to show up at in your life, or whatever it is that he promised you, God is saying for you to have hope, believe, stretch your faith, be unmovable, and to stand in position to what he said, regardless of what someone else says to you. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what is going on. I don't care how. And it, oh, okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I hear rerouting, reroute. Whatever is happening, this is, God said he's in control. Thank you, Holy Spirit. God said that he's in control and he's rerouting the situation. It looks like it's going in one direction, but God is getting ready to shift it in another. God is getting ready to shift it in another. So whoever this message is for, don't be swayed by what you see with your eyes. Walk in spirit and see with your spirits. Open your spiritual eyes. Ask God to give you eyes to see, ears to hear. You know, put on your full armor of God. Don't allow the things of the world to sway you. Know that you know that God is a promise-keeping God. And I don't know who this is for, but I don't know why I see ladybugs. And I have been seeing like a lime green color, like green, like a bright green a lot lately. So I don't know if that's for someone as a confirmation, but I keep seeing ladybugs and I keep seeing the color lime green. I don't know if that's significant to someone, but he wanted me to say that. So, you know, let that do what it does. Anyway, so that's all I have for you at this time. Yeah. Until next time, I'll talk to you later.